Hi everyone, Inclusive Model Designs here, and this is the aftermarket special of the Tamiya 1350 scale Dkm Tirpitz. Now, obviously there's quite a bit of things out there for you to purchase as far as spicing up your model goes, but this is just what I chose for my Tirpitz, so, if you want to choose other things, definitely go for it, but this is just what I wanted for my Tirpitz model. So in no particular order, let's just start out here. Now, this decal set, this is the same kind of decal set I used for my Bismarck, but obviously it was for Bismarck and not Tirpitz, but this one's here is for Tirpitz. So if you want to, see how this turned out as far as, application goes and, whatnot, go check out my Bismarck Reveal model, and you'll see how this all turned out. But obviously this is for Tirpitz, so for this flag here, all you got to do is take this little piece here, and then this finishes off this flag, and then it attaches to the back of the ship. And again, with the Bismarck one, it turned out rather well. And then the Tirpitz symbol here. What I did, to implement these on my model kit is I just took a blank white decal sheet, cut it in the shape of a flag, and then stuck this on, and then put it on the front of the ship, and it turned out rather well. And it kind of completed the Bismarck model nicely. And then they actually included some decals for the Arata 196 airplane, which is really kind of nice. You get a nice swastika for the tail, and then some codes for the side of the plane, as well as some iron crosses for the wings, and then some nose, emblems, I guess you could call them, for the nose of the aircraft. So really nice additives for that, for the airplanes. So I'm glad they added that, and I did use that again on my 196 for the Bismarck. So again, if you were interested, go check that out. And I did put those on my airplane, so that turned out really nice. And talking about the Arata 196 is Trumpeter makes a nice aftermarket set for that, and I got the sprue sitting right here. This is the kit version, which is still really nice. I actually ended up swapping parts from this sprue and putting them onto this airplane, and then again putting it on my Bismarck ship. So, something to think about too. So you get 6 of these sprues in that little box set right there. So, little cool addition. But these decal sets are really nice, and this company does make them for other ships as well. And then of course you get other ship flags as well. I ended up putting them all over the ship. As you can see, like there's flags all over. Because the ones that come with the kit, you just get those little paper ones that, they're okay, but there's just not much there. So something to consider if you're interested in those. And then, of course, Edward, comes out with some really nice Photo-Etch sets. I did use some for my Bismarck set. I didn't use tons, but I used some. So pretty standard. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have used Photo-Etch sets before. A lot of the main ones I used, especially on Bismarck, was like the catapult and stuff. I really liked that because the kit part that come with the Bismarck one is just like a solid piece of plastic, and I don't like that. I really liked having the, the catapult PE set. So this will be fun to do videos on, to show you how to do this. I know there's going to be quite a few differences as far as Bismarck and Tirpitz goes. As far as the decking goes and stuff, I know there was a few differences anyway. And then of course the barrels and such. The plastic ones that come with the kit, they're okay, but you definitely want to have that look of looking right down the barrel. Those were the ones that come with the kit. They're just covered plastic. I suppose the guy could take a drill and cut the plastic down, but the metal ones are nice and straight. You're not going to have that warping or anything. So I do recommend getting some nice aftermarket barrels, some nice brass or metal ones, and then they're nicely drilled through. Even the little ones too, they're nicely drilled right through. So that's an option. Another thing too is these Lifebuoys. I mean, I've already used some, but these don't cost very much either. This one is from Dream Model. I've used these on Yamato. I've used these on Bismarck. And you just got to find the ones that, you know, correspond to the ship, what they've used and what country used what kind of like pattern. I mean, they add color to your ship. They're double-sided. You know, these, don't overlook these, and these really add color to your ship. So something to consider too, guys. And then Tamiya makes these little dudes. I haven't really used these. As you can see, these are still in the package. Again, if you want to add little guys to your ship, it does help with scale, I guess. So that's something to consider. These little crew guys. That's up to you, though. And of course, one of the most important things, at least in my books, this really kind of got me into ships, was the wooden decks. Painting it just didn't cut it. And when I started doing ships, I mean, I did okay with painting the decks, but the paint just didn't do it. And when they started coming out with these laser cut decks, I mean, that changed everything. And I'm sure it did for a lot of you builders out there. As soon as they came out with these wooden decks, it was just like, wow. That added a whole other realism to your ships. Now this set here was a bit expensive because it comes with this masking sheet, because they were all sold out of just the decks itself. So not too sure why I would use this masking sheet if I'm not painting like the wooden deck. So I'll have to figure out why it comes with the masking sheet. So not too sure if I'll use the masking or not. But this one's from Art Walks. So that's pretty much it. That's all I bought as far as the aftermarket parts go for this. So there's not too much there, but I mean that's enough as far as I want to go with this. I mean, I think Pontos does make a good set for you know, Tirpitz and a bunch of other ships. But as far as Bismarck goes, I think there's quite a bit here to make a beautiful ship. I mean, if you go look at the Bismarck ship, I used quite a bit of PE on that one. Not tons, but enough where I think I got that ship, you know, looking pretty nice. I mean, you guys be the judge. But, you know, I think with what we have here on this desk, I think we can make Tirpitz look pretty nice too. So thanks so much for watching. That's the aftermarket special as far as Tirpitz goes. And soon enough, we'll start with you know, the build videos on this one, and with a bit of luck, we'll do a good paint job on this one. Not too sure what paint scheme we'll go for. You know, in the comments below, let me know what kind of paint scheme you'd like to see on Tirpitz. You know, should we follow the box, or is there something special you guys would like to see on Tirpitz? So anyway, there we go. Any questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks. Bye.